In today's session, we're going to cover the difference between pre-approval and pre-qualification in relation to mortgage loans. Once we decipher that, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about pre-approval and the documents needed to prepare you for a seamless process. Pre-approval and pre-qualification often get mixed up, but it's important to know they are not the same thing. Pre-qualification is essentially just a loan officer's opinion or estimate of what a borrower can expect to be approved for. This is based off of a conversation about finances, but no official documents and no credit pulls. This is helpful for a home buyer to know going into the housing market, as they can have an idea of what their budget may be. However, it's just an idea, it's just an estimate, and nothing official. On the other hand, pre-approval is a more serious and official estimate. During this step, documents are provided showing what the borrower's application states is true, and their credit will be pulled. Based off these findings, the borrower will either be approved or not. If they are approved, they will be receiving a pre-approval letter stating the official amount they are approved for. So essentially, pre-qualification is good for budgeting, but pre-approval makes the home buying journey real. Now, the importance of pre-approval for a home buyer. Consider this. You go out, you're searching for a house, you find the house that you desire, and you submit an offer. From there, you don't automatically get the house. There's other home buyers out there that are searching for houses, might like the house, and submit offers as well. From there, the seller gets to go through all of these offers and determine which one they accept, or in other terms, who gets the house. Now, people who are pre-approved kind of get a leg up in this process. When you're pre-approved, it shows that you're already approved for the amount this house is, and you can afford it. So it's kind of a safe bet for the seller. Therefore, prior to even going into your house hunting journey, it's crucial to get pre-approved. So when you find the house that you desire, you have a better chance and a more competitive offer to get it. Now that we have determined how important pre-approval is, you may wonder what documents are needed to get pre-approved. The truth is, there's an array of documents that are required for this application. Attached, we have a list of all the documents needed, and in our next video, we will be discussing these more in depth. The important thing to note is all of the detailed and documented information that's needed to essentially prove a borrower's financial situation and come up with an estimate of what they may be able to afford for a home. On the loan officer's side, they may be required to provide more information and documentation to prove the transaction and the property. Moving on, you now know the documents that will be needed to rally to get that pre-approval, but in addition to these documents, everything needs to be verified. This makes sense because the lender doesn't want to approve an unqualified borrower for a $500,000 loan if they really can only afford a $200,000 loan. So, certain verifications are required to get that pre-approval letter. These verifications include a verification of employment, deposit, rent, and/or mortgage. To end off, I'm going to provide you with some big do's and don'ts for your pre-approval process. Do submit all of your paperwork within 2 days of your application. This is why it's important to be aware of what may be asked for beforehand. Do pay all your bills and loan payments on time. If you don't, this can directly impact your credit rating, which is a huge consideration for your loan amount. Now for the don'ts. Do not allow anyone else to pull your credit. This may lower your credit score. Do not switch credit balances between accounts or make any major purchases during this time. Don't co-sign for financing for anyone else, and do not quit or change jobs or banks. All of these things directly impact the financial information that's being assessed to essentially give you that pre-approval letter. This process is worth it, and being prepared will help it run smoothly. Remember, your loan officer is there for you at any time throughout this process. Be sure to call or contact them with any questions or concerns.